Airbnb can change the rules at any time, and they just did it again. Whether it's a new refund policy, ranking changes, or making their categories disappear all overnight. One thing's clear, you don't own your Airbnb business unless you own the actual guest relationship. So in today's episode, I'm going to give you a complete deep dive into your direct booking playbook, from how to build your marketing funnel, website, and the guest journey that goes along with it. So you're not one policy change away from losing your entire income. Let's get into it on today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of BiggerStays. My name is Garrett Brown. I'm the resident BiggerPockets short-term rental expert and a short-term rental investor myself from Houston, Texas, that has over 3 different locations that I operate in and manage over 20 units while working a full-time job. I am lucky enough to have shifted and saw the writing on the wall about 2 years ago to really drive out my direct booking strategy. And now most of my sites do about 60 to 75% direct bookings, depending on which location. Now, I don't say this to not be on Airbnb. I think you should be on every single online travel agency or OTA that you can be on as possible. But the real secret sauce is building out your direct booking engine so that way you get repeat customers for years to come, and they also will get a much better price for what they actually are paying. Let's just start with the truth here. Airbnb is a tech company first and a travel company second. They can and do change these things often. Cancellation or refund policies, ranking algorithms, search categories, service fees, superhost requirements, even entire property types. And when that happens, hosts lose thousands of bookings instantly. And that's not because they're bad hosts, it's because they're renting on someone else's platform. The same way a YouTuber doesn't own their audience, it's the same with Airbnb, but we can fix that. You need a system that captures the guest the moment they see you online until they are actually staying in your place and checking out and they had the best vacation ever. This is your direct playbook funnel if we think about it this way. There are 4 stages. The awareness, people discovering your brand through social media, SEO, or other type of content. Interest, they visit your website, browse your story, and look into your pictures. Action, and this is them directly booking inside of your engine on your direct site. And then the loyalty aspect, how often they come back, the information you collected to be able to remarket and re-engage with them at any time. And this will drive your repeat stays. So the top of the funnel is marketing. Direct bookings start long before anybody clicks book for your property. I've seen 4 primary traffic sources to how to really get the best marketing and get to as wide of a cast net as you possibly can. The first step is social media. This is organic and paid ads or paid social media. You should be on every single platform you could be on: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, YouTube in general. And all of these visuals that are short form should have text on screen talking to who your target guest avatar is and where your location is, and also spark some emotion and shareability that can come with this visit that you are giving them the experience of. Romantic getaways, cozy scenes, and anything to make people want to share or tag their person, partner, family to drive visibility to this actual site. Paid ads are on the Meta or Google side that really tend to perform the best, but I really think you should focus on the organic side the best you can before you even move into the paid side. You can lose a lot of money by just throwing dollars at Meta ads and Google ads if you don't know what you're doing, or you even haven't had any success on the organic side. The best paid ads usually come from something that went semi or viral on the organic side. The second way is search engine optimization or SEO. This also ties a little bit into the LLM, the language learning models, which are ChatGPT and Claude and things like that. They both kind of tie in hand of what you would need to do to make sure you're able to pull up in any of these search algorithms when people are looking for stays or vacations in your area that you actually are in. The best way to have really good search engine optimization is to make sure your website is built very well. I used Boostly to build my website. They did an amazing job. Reach out to their team if you're curious about that. They can work with a lot of property management softwares and integrate directly into them. But once you have that efficient site, you need to make sure the SEO on it is actually where it needs to be. You can use tools like seranking.com, Hike SEO, quite a few SEMrush. There's a bunch of different SEO tools that can analyze your site and tell you what to change or what to add and how to make it rank better in the words you want to. You also should be writing weekly blogs that are not to go viral, but are really to capture this search engine optimization. One of my most viral blogs on my direct booking website was one romantic getaways in Texas. I can't remember if we added the word couples or not, but this blog, because we targeted what the romantic getaways were, and shocking here that all of the places listed were places I owned. But this blog that we created went online and it got over 5,000 views and clicks within a couple days, which is very rare for the blogs we have. But it's because people were searching for that. We became the authority on Google, and Google said, okay, this website does a lot of content, has a lot of keywords that mention romantic couple getaways, couples cabins, things like that. So we ranked in this exact category because we knew it was something people were searching for using those tools I mentioned. Once you've kind of made sure everything is as optimized as you can there and you're putting out weekly blogs, that's when email and SMS text messaging is huge. We capture as many emails as we can on our website. We have a pop-up that will give someone 10% off if they sign up with their email. And newsflash, we've raised our prices by 10% to compensate for this because we know pretty much everybody is going to take advantage of it. But it adds a little bit to the reciprocity effect. You've already given them something. They feel a little indebted to you and they want to book. They feel special already. I've always been a huge proponent of the reciprocity effect, and we typically send out a newsletter every 2 weeks. If we have something special coming on, we will do it maybe once a week. But people think email is dead when it's actually still the second most checked thing for people's phones. Text messaging is still the first. People check their email 3 to 4 times a day, and it's been proven in different statistics. You also could do SMS campaigns. I don't do as many of the text campaigns because I think it's a little annoying personally. I know it's great, and I know it has a lot of reach. There's a fine line in between it, in my opinion, but I do know a lot of people that launch amazing SMS text campaigns, and they are rock stars with it. Everything is different for each person. You have your own perspective. I tend to really lean into the email side because I feel it fits a little more of what we do. And then the last step is partnerships. This could be paid partnerships with content creators and influencers, or free partnerships with exchange content creators and influencers that just want to come and stay for free, or you pay the cleaning fee, or even like local bakeries or other things in the area that you can partner with to cross promote your businesses. So I kind of quickly talked about my website in the past part that I use Boostly for, but here are a few things that make a great direct booking website anyways. It needs to have a fast load speed and a simple layout. You don't need a whole lot of tons of bells and whistles and all these gadgets and tricks and cool videos that are stopping the videos from loading. All of that will bog you down in the Google search results, but it also leads for a bad user experience and they'll get frustrated and just leave. Second, you need to get the experience and the emotional storytelling inside of the actual website. As people are going through it and navigating, they need to understand what your brand is, what you represent, your mission, and the experience that they are going to feel when they are going to one of your properties. Third thing is clear call to actions. Don't hide how to contact you. Don't hide how somebody can book. Make it as user experience friendly as you can. Fourth is an integrated booking engine. I've seen it and myself personally have had it, and why I love Boostly's website builder so much is because it integrated directly with my property management software, which I use Logify. I've seen people build their own direct booking sites, take some widgets from property management softwares, and then you're scrolling on your phone and the booking widget doesn't line up and you have to click a certain way to go book a date, and it's just a terrible user experience. You need a website that is seamless and flawless when someone is trying to see the pricing, the calendars. You just do not want to make them frustrated as they are trying to get the booking actually done. The fifth thing is trust elements. You need to display reviews, awards, and any recognizable thing that you may have to make the user feel more comfortable. User-generated content, anything like that really does well in this kind of setting. And then the sixth part is the SEO structure. Each property gets its own optimized page with location-based keywords, and then your blogs have the same setup for them too. So now we're getting to the capturing the guest from start to finish portion. This is once they've decided to actually book with you because you have amazing content. You are able to drive the experience home on your website. And this is when the magic really starts to happen. Second they get a booking coming in, you need to have an automated message going out to them with excitement, with as much personalization you can make in a custom message to find out if they're doing anything special. Try to really understand what the guest is coming for and really make it to that next level of hospitality to where you go above and beyond for them based on why they are coming for this experience. If it's a birthday, maybe you add a little birthday flair inside the property for them. If it's some kind of romantic getaway, maybe a bottle of champagne or something simple will completely change the guest experience more than you believe. You also can do upsells after this. If they say, hey, I'm coming in for a birthday, awesome, we'd love to put a couple balloons in there for you, but if you really want something bigger, we sell a birthday package for XYZ amount. We can include all of these things and we'd love to have it set up for you. The lifetime value of the guest instantly increases and they're going to be more willing to spend money in that moment because they're so excited about the trip and they already have started the process of spending a little money with you. During their stay, you need to have very personalized links, guest book, digital guidebooks, walkthrough videos, custom touch points throughout their stay. Make sure you're checking in with them and everything is going right. Then you also have the post-stay follow-up. Ask them if they had a 5-star experience. Tell them you will give them a return discount. Say you would love your feedback if you thought it was great and send them your Google business link to get reviews there. But if you ask them before you send them the review link of, hey, how was your stay? If their stay wasn't great, you're able to step in and make any effort to turn it around or at least curb that review as much as you can so they decide to never even leave you one, which is better than a bad one. Platforms like TouchStay, HostBuddy, MailChimp, and a few others like that really help this process, but your property management software's auto messaging is really going to be key too. You're building a relationship, not just a transaction here. As you start to really get this process system going out though, I do want to be honest. There are pros and cons to direct booking that not everybody talks about. We've already talked about the pros. The full control of pricing and policies, no reliance on the Airbnb algorithm or the Airbnb AI review system. You own the customer data, you have a recognizable brand, and repeat customers are way cheaper than going after a new customer and paying more Airbnb fees. But here are the cons. You're going to be doing all the marketing to drive these guests. You also are going to have to deal with payment processing. That's going to be 3.5% probably in that area. And you're dealing with chargebacks, which with Airbnb's new changes, you're going to be dealing with their chargebacks too. So that's a wash at the moment. And then there also is just some more back-end setup, the automation, taxes, refund handling. You're going to also get way more phone calls as a direct booking website than you will on Airbnb. Airbnb guests tend to message right in the platform. Direct booking guests, they'll text message too, but they will love to call you. So if you're not answering the phone quite a bit, you'll need somebody that does, or just be prepared for it. Get a business phone line. You'll know it's a guest calling. You can set these systems up to become easier as well, but be prepared for that. That's something nobody warned me about. But the truth is, most of these cons are more about effort than it is risk. You can mitigate a lot of these things with rental agreements, ID checks, guest damage deposits, guest damage insurance like Wavo or Safely, and several other things. So if you've made it all the way through this video and you're really serious about investing in the long term with your short-term rentals, then you can't depend on a single platform to decide your fate. Build your brand, own your guest relationship, and when Airbnb shifts, you'll stay booked and not break any sweat. If you want more videos breaking down any of these direct booking playbooks and really go in depth about anything, let me know in the comments, hit that like button, and please subscribe if you made it this far. I really appreciate y'all for watching all the way through. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.